Okay, top left-hand side of the map from Team Liquid. Our red Protoss player is going to be MaNa. And he's going to be going up against the pink Protoss player, bottom right-hand side. It's Caliber. Some PvP action for us here. Another winner match of a group. Again, we're just sort of taking them as they come. As you might be able to tell, it's not exactly been the smoothest of sailing so far today. So it's been a pretty interesting, there's been a pretty interesting kind of time trying to get gamers so far. Who is Caliber? So Caliber's a player who, again, hasn't really made waves, but he's like a GM level player on NA. We wouldn't expect him to beat MaNa. You'd definitely, say MaNa is the favorite going into this series, but again, offline, pressure's high. Anything is possible in these sort of situations, especially as Caliber, if he goes into this as the underdog, he goes into this with the mindset of, hey, I have no fear, because what do people expect, Bless me. Oh my god, now I'm sneezing. God damn it. If he goes into this with the mindset of like, well, if people don't expect me to beat MaNa, and I have no kind of belief that not that no belief that he can, but he doesn't, if he loses, it wouldn't be a surprise. So take some pressure off his shoulders, and sometimes that little bit of, those lesser expectations of yourself can help you go a long way in StarCraft. I know it myself. Like, I think a lot of the time when I go and play, and the couple of times I've been and played in a DreamHack, I know when I play against like the better players, I don't beat them, but I actually feel like I play better just because I'm not expecting myself to win, and so that worry is gone. And so I just focus on playing the game, As we do see, this probe is escaping over the left-hand side of the map. Stalker does grab a kill. And two Stalkers on the right side from MaNa. Just sat here as well. The openers have been very similar, just 2 gates, Stalkers apiece from both sides. Going into Mothership cores and looking as though both players want to expand. You can see Caliber already placing a pylon down here to stay defensive. MaNa, his probe's in position to put the Nexus down. I mean, he just skipped the pylon on the low ground for now. He'll throw it down now instead. And now it is 4 Stalkers apiece on the map. Caliber going to come to the right side with his Stalkers. MaNa not really stretching too far out with his own units, just sitting on the watchtower. Just, keeping some vision here early. He needs to be careful. These Stalkers moving forwards, and it's not a fight he can win in the end. He is actually going to be losing a Stalker here right away. So Caliber does get the second kill of the game as well as the first. A probe and a Stalker down. MaNa, not the best of starts for him as, Caliber needs to be careful though, because now he runs up a ramp into 5 Stalkers, and, well, we'll do the math for you guys. 5 is greater than 4, and so the damage output from 5 Stalkers is more than 4, so the 4 Stalkers lose the fight. Caliber actually losing 2 Stalkers there, so for a pretty okay start to a little bit of a blunder, but again, we're talking about 1 Stalker difference on either side in terms of losses, so it's not the biggest of issues right here as we see both of them Nexus coming down. Robo starting, for the most part staying even throughout the first 4 minutes of the game. Again, sorry, my nose is starting to want to sniffle more, man. It's like, let me sniffle. I'm like, no, please no. Stalkers do keep on collecting together here. A few more warping in back on the bottom right side of the map for Caliber as well. The Robo facility is about to finish up, and just going to see an Immortal starting to come out too, so Immortal coming on in, and yeah, again, no real surprises here. So you can see the kind of difference though. MaNa just throwing an Observer out first, maybe feeling a little bit safer, / maybe a bit more kind of aware of DTs rather than just a straight up frontal attack. So all different kind of ways to approach this in the early stages. As we do see the Stalkers all gathering together, again ready to keep on pushing towards the front, try and take this down this pylon, and see where we can go from here. Stalker's going to get rid of the Stalkers at the front here as well. You see the Time Warp coming down, and while this trade continues, but it's starting to go the way of Caliber. The Time Warp's pretty cute because it actually keeps some Stalkers stuck in here for just a little while. Stalker's coming up the left-hand side, and you do see Caliber as well pushing up the right to see what else is happening. Pylon coming down as well. You can see MaNa just continuing to back away up to the top side. So MaNa coming up to the top, 2 more depths starting to come on in, and everything just joining up together in the natural expansion. More Stalkers warping in too here. Just seeing still this army of, this is actually kind of a scary army from Caliber, man. Like a 10 army supply lead, he's got an Immortal too. MaNa currently investing into Blink, where, well, there's just no, that's not just not going to help him in this engagement. The fact he has quad overcharge available though is pretty huge. He's late throwing down the overcharge. Nice Prism Micro, saving the units in range of the overcharge for the most part. Caliber, a good little start to this. We'll use that Prism to warp in now, maintaining his army supply lead. And, well, how much further can he push into this? He still has Sentry Energy too, by the way, which means he is very vital to just grab another couple of units super quickly. Pylons, he's just going to sit in them. He's just going to tank the damage. Immortal being pulled to the back. Mothership core at the front here from Caliber is about to die. He's just bringing everything across to try and bust this, and he is still trying to go on through the front. But another Immortal comes out from MaNa, and I think in the end that defense is going to maybe be just enough. These Immortals are going to stand very strong. He types out GG. This aggressive counter-attack is just going to be cleaning out, well, trying to clean out from Caliber, but let me delete this from up here as well. FPS is a bit low. Yeah, I know, I can... Oh shit, god damn it. Oh my god, there's a cannon rush! Holy shit. Alright, I guess let's worry about that another time. Because this cannon rush is obviously setting up right away. And MaNa's already lost a few probes to this. His Zealot comes out. Is his Zealot kind of stuck in here? No, it's not. So he's not going to have a great time trying to break down more of these cannons. Mothership core on the way from MaNa so he can get an overcharge up. I guess he's a little bit confused as to what to do right now. His Zealot's going to go down, by the way, trying to fight that cannon over there. As Caliber gets more cannons up, this pylon at the front's going to go down. MaNa begins to build another one, realizing what's happening. We're just going to be seeing probes continue to come in towards the front. Another cannon drops on down, and we're just going to be seeing these, this gateway taking damage too. I actually think MaNa's in a lot of trouble right now. One of his gateways falling. I mean, cannons are literally next to his nexus. He does sneak a probe out. I think the Mothership core is going to go counterattack. I was going to say the Mothership core could try and... I don't really know what to do, what he would do for the best. The Stalker will come out here. What does he do with the Stalker? Also go across the map? There's a cannon building in the mineral line, though. Oh dear. Wow. Guys, I'm so sorry for missing the start of this. Obviously not really great observing at all. MaNa's very smart, though. He's gotten the money for a Nexus, and I imagine he will go and make a Nexus somewhere very safe as he comes over here. I mean, yes, there's a cannon up, but he can still deny a lot of mining, which will keep him much safer. And he's forcing cannons at home, too. Still not a gateway up for his opponent, which is also a pretty big deal. MaNa will build the new Nexus up here. Again, you can see behind 400 minerals and then just got out of there ASAP. This isn't actually really kind of game over or anything for MaNa, as we see probes actually fighting the Stalker, pushing it away. This cannon's going to go down before the Mothership core is going to be killed by or anything. Another cannon on the way up. Stalker here too now. Still the probes coming in. Trying to catch the Stalker, man. He really wants to make sure this doesn't get into the main or something. You can see MaNa trying to run around. Does not want it to be surrounded. It is surrounded though. He's going to be able to kind of fight his way through a few more probes. You can see that the count here of Caliber is dropping very quickly. 5 workers killed. MaNa is... yeah, it's okay. He's still got probes over here, right? So he's still got probes over here. You've got to remember, Caliber also has 2 probes not mining because of the, there's 2 probes not mining because of... That's funny. You can fight the Nexus still. He has 2 probes not mining because they're in the wrong position. He will pull a probe up here, but can he really afford to kind of cannon rush again? Well, not really. Not off only kind of 9 workers of their income. Gas gets taken too. Again, MaNa has to rebuild at this point. But the rebuild, I don't think is going to be too terrible for MaNa. I mean, they're going to come out like... MaNa's going to be ahead on income in the moment. Obviously, it's kind of weird, though, because he's not been mining at all for a while. So there he goes. He's going to start mining. Caliber, I mean, if Caliber throws down a pylon, he doesn't have the money to throw down like a pylon cannon right from the get-go. Not a chance. You see this Mothership core still is working its way through the Nexus. Cyber core coming into the left. I mean, that's the issue, I guess, the fact that the tech in the end here is looking to be a little bit further ahead for Caliber. That Cyber core coming up could make things problematic. Still a lot of resources invested on this side of the map, though. What's resources lost looking like? 1850 to 723. It's about even when you consider that these pylons and cannons are never going to really be that useful again. This Mothership core is still killing this Nexus, by the way. Slowly, very slowly but surely. Imagine if the Stalker, obviously I don't think the Stalker would have been left alive. But, yeah, Stalker going to be corner boosted out here. And obviously MaNa can just recall back home. He's building up his own 2 gateways. He'll be behind on Warp Gate. Which will be one of the kind of the worst parts for him, I suppose. Man. Obviously, it's still a very weird situation. I feel Caliber does in the end come out ahead of this, but it's being pretty close. Like, MaNa's done a lot, and he's done a lot of the things right after the initial cannon rush went very wrong for him, so it's going to start happening. Man, what on earth is this FPS like, though? As the game calms down for a moment here, guys, I'm just very quickly going to try and recapture the game screen so the FPS improves. I appreciate this is a little bit annoying for you guys. Hopefully it'll be worthwhile. Is that a little bit better? Not really. God damn it, what's going on? Not sure. Anyways, sorry, we'll just focus on the game. I'll try and fix this between the breaks. We do see the coolant tower being knocked down here to add the rock, so I'm going to have to tab again momentarily. There we go. See the coolant tower getting knocked down. This cybercore is still around somehow. I mean, the thing is, though, MaNa has to get a cybercore of his own, because if he doesn't get a cybercore of his own, how is he ever going to start warp gate? So he has to rebuild a cybercore somewhere at some point. Oh, it is. Cybercore coming down. It's so late, though. Oh my god, what's happening? Is this me? This is very annoying. Anyways, MaNa has a lot of stalkers, which is something. He will cancel this gateway at the front. Only one gateway is still up from Caliber. He's got 3 more over here. So Caliber's up on 4 gates. It's kind of a little bit strange. You see the stalker still working their way through the cybercore, and well, I don't know, man. Like, MaNa doesn't have warp gates. He's warping in a sentry. He's gonna have 2 pylons at the front to defend. The fact that cybercore is only just now starting the warp gate is so concerning. He sits on the low ground of this kind of base down here with these few stalkers, which is nice. You know, it's cute. It's probably going to help a little bit, but is it going to be enough? And well, I think the answer is no. He has to recall away, but he loses the MSC, and so MaNa will lose all the stalkers, and Caliber is going to clean on up. Mothership core dead. No overcharges. No overcharges. No way you defend that base, I don't think, MaNa. It's going to be very difficult, at least. He has a sentry. What's the sentry going to do? More gates can just warp on it. He can warp into the low ground too, nice and quickly. Obviously, he's super close to MaNa's base as well, so you can just keep on pushing forwards. 2 stalkers, 1 sentry, no mothership core available. I just do not think there is a way right now as these stalkers come forwards. Well, there is a mothership core that's just popped out. He can probably take down this pylon. He's maybe playing a bit riskily and could just run behind them in a line as well. Past the pylon, but he gets rid of it, and now he targets down the MSC. You're actually going to see probes pulled in, but Zealots in the front tanking obviously going to turn out pretty well against the probes. And MaNa's supply will drop, and this will be tied up 1 game apiece in this best of 3 between MaNa and Caliber. GG, Caliber takes game number 2. Guys, I'm going to run this into a quick 2-minute. And it started pretty quickly, but I did want to take a moment or two just to check a couple of things. Nothing crazy happened in this game. The gate's a little bit slower from Caliber. He did fake a cannon rush momentarily, like he put a pylon down over here, but that's about it. So you guys didn't miss out on too much happening. Appreciate you sitting through a quick commercial break again. We just wanted to check to see if there was something going on that we could maybe fix. As it stands, the answer is not really. We couldn't really change much at all. I'm going to have to try and change some graphics options or something maybe between the series. It's been a little bit weird. Anyways, Caliber hiding the probe away in the main, as we are tied up 1 apiece in this best of 3 series in the winners match. We did talk, by the way. We did say that this is kind of a huge deal if you don't win your winners match as someone like MaNa. The group you could play in group stage 2 could be really, really, really scary. So that could really be a potential issue if MaNa was to get knocked out here by Caliber. Hiding this probe away in the main base is scary too, man. Like, he's going to get a good scout off. He's going to get some information. Already thrown down a Twilight Council, so Caliber looking as though he was supposed to be aggressive from the get-go. Airship core pops out. His gateways are a little bit later than you might expect. As right now, it looks as though our FPS is maybe... Yeah, we're all good again. See? It's like dropping a little bit, but I think we're pretty much good again. Oh yeah, it just looks as though it was one of those weird glitches that came out. Anyways, 2 stalkers working their way through this pylon. The 2 stalkers from Caliber coming down the ramp and just coming in to counter and push those stalkers away as well. So a couple of stalkers get pushed back. Twilight will finish up, and Again, what's he going to be from the Twilight? A blink place. No dog shrine or anything. Just blink, and I imagine he'll just go super aggressive with this. Like, I mean, he's set up to take a Nexus, but he can still be aggressive. He's actually going to take a Nexus faster than MaNa, so I'm not sure what he's cut out on. I guess he's just got less Stalkers on the map, and MaNa may look to put those to use very shortly. 6 of them on the map. Maybe looking to push forwards, but might be easier said than done, honestly. Given the fact that, well, just given the fact that, you know, there's a pylon already up, and there is indeed a mothership core, so don't think MaNa can actually get too much done. As these Stalkers do look to get into position. This probe coming down the left-hand side. It's actually going to run into the probe of MaNa at one point here, perhaps, so it's an awkward little Whoa! He was like right on the edge of vision. He turned away, so neither player will see each other. Pylon at the front, he has to kind of get on top of this with an overcharge quickly if he wants to defend it. And there is that overcharge. Stalkers coming forwards too. A nice connection, actually. Pushing those Stalkers and MaNa back in such a way that he's definitely going to be able to make sure MaNa doesn't come back in. 2 more gates. This Nexus is very much so a fake in a few ways. Like, he's not continuing to make probes. He's not looking to saturate it right away. He's really committing to this unit count right now. Gate to the bottom side. I mean, that's 4 gates in total, which is a bit too many. 5 gates total, which is a few too many. But this gate's really just for some faster warpins. Caliber really going to be putting everything onto the aggressive side of things here in the very near future. He is actually making a couple more probes now, but again, he cut probes for a while, and that's the sort of big kind of telling point about how aggressive he wants to be in this game. As MaNa has not picked up too much scouting information, doesn't know about the speed of the blink, so he just pulls a few Stalkers into his main base, ready to deflect a potential Oracle or something, which might still fly across the map, or just some prison play as well. Stalker's going to pull it down through the center. This hallucinated Oracle from MaNa heading up the left-hand side, and just going to see this probe having a little bit of a look around to see what's going to be happening. Lots of Stalkers coming down towards the bottom right, and again, there's that hallucinated Oracle just popping on in towards the main base to see what is up. Here we go, Stalker's up this ramp and blinking forwards immediately onto the Immortal past the overcharge. Obviously, the issue with this is that his reinforcements are going to come up this ramp still. He's still taking damage from that overcharge too, and that is the biggest issue right now from Caliber. Finally, he's able to blink away. And that's going to be a lot of units still collected together right now for Red Prolog's play. I mean, losing the Immortal helps Caliber in terms of continuing to attack. But man, he's super all in. He's 16 workers down. He has to do something with this blink. He has to, very, very soon. The mothership core throws down a time warp. He'll come in at the front and do what? Target down pylons? What's his plan? He's sitting in pylon range. He's running through. He's running forwards. He's just taking so much damage. Caliber, he's just dancing around. He's realized that he's completely screwed this one. The MaNa dances around too in good faith. And that is going to be GG well played. Caliber does type out. And an exciting few